seems to be putting in progress. Okay, technical errors out of the way, but I didn't press the timer. Now I was kind of filming these for people retrospectively to go through, and then I kind of made the decision today, fuck you, if you're not on my program, I don't really give a shit, to be honest. So this is for you guys who are here now or who are following along in the WhatsApp group. If you're not on my WhatsApp group, it's not for you. End of. Okay. Okay, lovely. So not as cold today, so we're going to forego the isometric tension exercises in favor of just getting our heads into gear. So I'm going to just straighten up my posture. So remembering the rope, it goes tailbone all the way through the skull, lifts up, shoulders fall down and back. I like to close my eyes personally because I find it gives me a better focus, but it doesn't matter whether you close your eyes, open your eyes, doesn't matter. So I'm going to inhale deeply through my nose into my belly, and then exhale, collapsing it all down. Okay, so I'm breathing into my belly, right? So I'm inhaling, make myself as fat as I can, and exhaling, make myself as skinny as I can. Now I'm going to add a little bit of shoulder action to change the rib cage. So I'm inhaling, rolling the shoulders back, and exhaling, rolling forward. So remembering that when we're breathing, right, it's the lungs capacity is determined by the diaphragm and the rib cage. So we can't work on the bones, but we can work on the muscles around the diaphragm. You can't work directly on the diaphragm, but you can work on the muscles around it, and you can work on the intercostal muscles. So what I want to do is I want to minimize volume of this by bringing my shoulders round and forwards, really compress everything in here. And then the same with the belly, you puff it out, try and get it to disappear, right? So you're collapsing everything down. That forces the diaphragm up and closes the lungs down from the top. Then when I inhale, I want the exact opposite, right? So I want to bring my shoulders round and back, puffing my little chest out a bit, and then stick my belly out like this, okay? So I rotate my palms here because it just gives that little bit more torque to the shoulders and makes everything as big as possible. Why do we do all of that? Well, it's about using the full lung, or at least as much of it as we can. There's always that residual liter or so at the bottom that you can't really access. But we can get, there'll always be a little bit of air left in it. That's good, we want that. We want to use as much of the lung as we can, okay? Why do we want to do that? Well, to maximize the airflow into the blood. And why do we want to do that? Well, to maximize the oxygen into the brain. And why do you want to do that? Because it just wakes you up and gets your fucking brain thinking a little bit more clearly, okay? And also, the more, it's with exercise and all this stuff, to use it or lose it. Don't use it, you lose it, right? So we want to maximize lung capacity, okay? So we're going to just repeat that exercise. You don't have to bear all that in mind, but you know me, I like to have background on shit. Like, why am I doing this? No, if you don't know why you're doing it, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm inhaling, belly out, arms back, and I'm exhaling. Collapse it all down. And in. And out. Lovely, all right. Into our body scan. So we're checking the system. How's it moving? How's it functioning? Looking side to side, looking up and down, rolling forwards, rolling to the sides. Again, why are we doing this? Well, 1, to activate all the muscles of the body. 2, to lubricate the joints. And 3, just to sensitize, feel what's going on. So arm circles forwards. What's going on with my body? Where are the issues? Where's the movement? I'm looking for a complete range full range of pain-free motion, okay? Which, if you're over 18, is unlikely, but there you go. So opening and closing. Speak for yourself. Fucking well. Jesus Christ, fucking pain of this year. All right, that's it. Fucking back.
You pick for the best 20 years.
Yeah. Okay, from here, reeling in. Well, I had a lot of lower back pain from sort of not exercising correctly, and then back the other way. I used to do like stupid jumps and stuff. I used to take flights of stairs in one go and all that kind of stuff. I used to do that loads, and then rolling here, but my muscles weren't quite conditioned enough until I got into the karate and started to condition them properly. Lovely. And then rolling forwards back, ripping and ripping. I found that if I don't exercise, or at least if I didn't, my lower back pain would come back with a vengeance. But now I don't know, I've never gone that long without exercise anymore. So I'm reaching up and I'm exhaling front.
Oh, come on, slow. Nice, feel that.
You know, well, yeah, it's non-percussive, and you change the load. The load variable, gravity is acting in a different way. So yeah, it would be it. So right now my leg is very bad. It was much better on Monday, and then it was so much better I thought it'd be a good idea to go wrestling. And now it's very fucking bad again. So I can't run or even walk properly, and I can't really bend it. But what I can do is on the bike. Okay, I've raised the saddle up quite high. I'm working from there. So why am I telling you this? Well, one, there's always something you can do. Okay. All right. Unless you like, if there's a metabolic condition, then we have to vary how we do it. There's always something you can do. Hands in the hips, hip circles. And two, you have to look at what's the lowest risk, what's the lowest danger. So with joint injuries, any impact movement is a problem. So running for me is a problem. Okay, feet together in these circles. See how fucking careful I have to be here. Changing direction. Okay, stand on one foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Rolling it one way and rolling it the other way. And switching to the other foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Rolling one way and rolling. Lovely. So the whole idea there is there's always something you can do. We just got to find what it is that you can do. Grab your kettlebell there. What it is that you can do that's going to have the lowest risk. All right. So that's with martial arts and fitness. I'm always looking to minimize the risks of training. Okay. That's why we don't train like the MMA guys do. Okay. Not to say that their stuff isn't effective. If you're early 20s, go to the MMA. Go do that stuff. Right. But if you're not, or you just want a more sensible isn't the right word, but you want a more careful and considered mindful, that's the word, more mindful approach, then that's more what we do. We still wrestle and spar, we're just more mindful about it. Okay, so from here, I want to sort of sensitize everything, right? So I'm going to follow this figure eight. So the bell is going to go behind this leg and switch hands and come around and in front of this leg and then switch hands and behind this leg. So from here, it's this way round. Okay. That's it, and just keep going with that. Okay. And if you hear a squeak and see me falling over, it's because I wasn't paying attention to where the bell went and I tapped it into my leg.
You want to do that job?
No, fucking not. Now, chin up as much as you can and start to drop your arse down a little bit, not too much, but chin up, okay? Chin up, arse down a little bit. I'm going to change the direction now, so I'm going to go back the other way. Okay. Lovely. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to bring the belt up. I'm going to hold it upside down, like so. And I'm going to go around my head one way and around my head the other way. Now switch to a lighter bell by all means. Going around and back and around. Around, back, and around, and back. Lovely. Now I'm going to rack the bell, okay? So I go into a clean, racking the bell to here. And from this position, I want to open, close. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to switch hands. Okay, same deal. Whoops. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. From here, I'm going to go back to the other hand, but this time I'm going to go overhead. So get the bell overhead any way that you feel comfortable doing so. Spreading the legs out a little bit. Hand on the inner thigh. Start to sink and look up. Sinking down. And up. 1. Lighter bell if you need to. 2. 3. And switch on sides. Okay. Hand on the inner thigh. Sinking down, lift it up. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, relax there. Right. If your name is Martin and you're on Fit for Life, that'll do. If your name isn't Martin, you're not on Fit for Life. Back off. Fit to play, we're gonna work away. See, I've lost sympathy for freeloaders. No, fuck them. Like, if you're not willing to invest the time and effort to actually do it properly,
You're getting grumpy.
go away.
You're getting grumpy.
No, I'm just sick of doing things for
People.
that aren't willing to put in any effort and fucking actually put the fuck. Anyway, fuck them. Right. Snatch is the order of the day. Okay. But what we're going to look at is stabilizing this position. Okay. So it's all hip drive to get it this high. It's all pull to get it here. And then it's alignment. It's getting that so that the body settles under the bell. I don't want the bell here. Okay. I want it to come up here, right? So if you imagine, if you look at in mathematics, the E logarithmic scale, right, really determines the path of the bell. And once it comes up around here, I start to pull in and just arc it back so it's ending up straight over, so that the support system is all there. So it's the support system is coming straight down this line, so everything should be on that line. So if you looked at the bell from here, you shouldn't be able to see my hand, elbow, shoulder, hip, or that foot. Okay? So that's the position that we're looking for. We want to stabilize this. Why are we doing that? Well, it's going to give us really good posture. And the actual exercise itself will leave you puffing and blowing quite hard. So if you want to switch to a lighter bell for a few, that's probably not a bad idea. Really go for the hip drive to fire the thing up. So don't try and do it this way. It's really got to come from the hips. Okay? So from here, getting my grip, I'm going to do a few swings just to get in the humor. So I'm doing a few right-handed swings. Okay, I'm going to do a few double-handed swings. I'm going to do a few left-handed swings. Okay, and I did a few doubles. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my right hand, but I'm going to clean now. So clean and check my position. If it bangs going over, that's not good. It shouldn't flop over your wrist. It should rotate around. So I clean and here, and it's like a corkscrew. The bell is coming around to land here, not flopping over. So I go again, clean, should be comfy. And again, clean. From here, I'm going to jerk. Now, stabilize your position. Okay? You should be able to hang out there. If I move the bell out this way, that's a huge amount of effort. But as long as I keep it here, I should be okay. My skeleton should be settled. All right? So let's clean and jerk to there. So to come down from the clean and jerk, bring it back to the rack position. And then clean it back to here. And then jerk it up. And hang out there. Okay? As long as your position's good, you should be able to hang out. Okay? Let's test the position. Hand on the inner thigh. Start to bend. And now we teach the upper body stability to here. Okay? So I'm going to rack it again. I'm going to go back into my swings for a minute. All right. Now I'm going to start to swing a little bit higher. But it's hips. Hips, 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 hips. Hips. Okay, hips. Now I'm going to start thinking about throwing it over head. So just thinking about it. Throw the thing up to your head. Throw the thing up. Okay? Now, once it starts to get up nice and high and starts to become weightless, that's where we rotate the hand and think about going on a screw thread to get in. Okay? If you think about it being on a screw thread to get to the top there. Now we're going to let it go all the way back and all the way up. Okay? Stabilize. Check your position. Hand on the inner thigh. Sink down and back up. Okay? And again. All right. At the top, it should be effortless. Okay? And again, so when I do this, switching hands, don't switch hands. I'm just trying to make the point There's no fucking way I could do that if I was doing without the hip.
Well, second, I want to do.
No, fuck no. See, even thinking about you doing it, stop me doing it there. So don't do that. That's thousands of reps, okay? So from here, stabilize. Okay, and again, stabilize. And again, stabilize. Lovely. Back down to two-handed swings again. Okay. Now switching over to left-hand swings. All right. A little bit higher on them, arc a little bit more. Now I'm going to go left-hand clean. Oh shit. Okay, clean that for now. Okay, again. Clean. Again. Clean. Again. Clean. Okay, and this time from my clean, I'm going to jerk and stabilize. Okay, hand on the other thigh. Drag it down a bit. And back up. Stabilize it again. See the way I wobbled there? I'm going to correct that now. So go again. Down. And up. That was better. Okay, now I'm going to clean and jerk. And check that position. So clean, jerk, up and check. Okay, and down. Clean, jerk, and check. Again. Clean, jerk. Okay, from here now I want to go higher swings. So I'm going to swing a little bit higher. Whoops. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. All right. Till the bell is coming up around head high. Okay. Now I'm going to use the swing and I'm like screw thread my hand in under it. So it comes up and I screw. Screw thread. Okay, and again, all the way through. One. And again, all the way through. All right, yeah. Move. And up. Through. And up. Lovely. Right, guys, use the bells for a sec. Push-ups. Push-up, push-up, push-up. So we get down into position, push-up. One leg today. Okay. So we have our regular push-up. Knees if you need to, right? So regular push-up, right? So go down, low as I can, and blow up. Now, move one hand out to the side, and repeat. Down and up. Now I'm going to move the hand even further, and point the fingers out. Down and up. So now, it's all on one hand. The other hand is just basic support. Okay? Down. Now I bring them back together again. Down and up. Move the other hand out. Down and up. Now move it all the way out. Point the fingers in the opposite direction. The arm straight. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And up. Now I'm going to walk my hands back in. And this time, fingers pointing straight up. I'm going to keep my elbows inside my frame. So my elbows are coming this way. And up. Oops. Down. And up. Down. And up. And the last variation for the minute. Walking the hands overhead. Down. And up. Down. And up. And down. And up. I'm walking the hands in. And get your slope and out of there. So, why? What's the point? By changing the hand position, we change the muscle requirements. Okay? When you go overhead, your core has to really up its game. All right? When you go to one side, this arm goes out straight, this hand has to do extra work. When you come inside, you've taken off the muscles on the front. Well, you're still using your pec, but it's much more in the tricep. Okay? So by making little modifications to our push-up, we can change which muscles we're hitting. What's the best one to do? Fucking all of them. Okay? Do them all. All right? You want to hit everything. You want to be able to move many different ways as you can with as much control as you can. Okay. Back into snatch. We're going to do 10. We're going to stabilize one. And then we're going to do a few, just keeping them moving. and then we're going to stabilize, and then we're going to keep them moving. So I want you doing high volume, but I want you working stability as well. So it's the mix between mindful and high volume. Okay. So from here, start off. Boom. Sorry, I lied to you. Stabilize that one. Check your position. Stabilize, and then just blast a few to get to there again. And stabilize this one. I don't know how many that was. I'm gonna do a couple more. I don't know how many it was. 4. Is it 4? I don't know how many it was. I don't really care. What are we doing a few? Right, switching hands. Well, so stabilize the first one. Get your position, and again. Now, I'll count that loud on the next one. So stabilize this one. Okay, I'm gonna switch hands. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and move the bell back to push-ups. Let's face this way. Okay. Knees if you have to. So we do a few regulars. And out. Sorry, all the way out. Oh, my bad. And in, other hand out. Oh, hands in, elbows down. Oh, and hands over your head. As far out as you get them. All right. Relax. Relax. All good? All good. Lovely. Now, hopefully, there's a bit of going on at the moment. That's what I want to control now. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is the same exercise we did at the start, control that breathing. But, do what we call a box breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I'm going to inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. If you're really gasping, we're just going to do 3. Okay, and we'll build. So from here, I'm going to inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And relax and breathe normally. All right? See the cell? Yeah. If you're, which I am, I go on that fucking assault bike and I'm, okay? I need to get control on that. You'll notice that it's very shallow. So we can deepen, we can use a full lung, we can calm it down, right? More than that, we can switch the autonomic nervous system from a panic state to a calm state by controlling the breath. But, you can't completely force control, okay? You can exert control for a little bit, And then you have to let it level and then exert control again. And usually by the third time I do that, so I control my breath and then I let it go, control it, let it go, control it, let it go. It should level out usually by the third one. The first time you do it, it's tricky, okay? And your body's gonna panic a little bit because you're forcing it. It's begging for oxygen. You're saying, no, wait. It's like, fuck you, wait, I need it now, okay? So we have to kind of practice that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna blast out those snatches again. We're gonna get the breath up, okay? And then once we're we're gonna put the bell down and we're gonna exert that control, okay? Where we're inhaling for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then for a second, and then again, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I have to tell you all that now. Do I expect you to remember all that now? No, but I'm telling you now because I'm going to be out of breath, or at least limited, and it's going to be much harder for me to say. Okay, so I'm going to hit the bell, and it's just a snatch. So the speed there tells me that your hips aren't doing the drive. That's it, the hips. The hips, the hips, the hips, the hips, the hips. Throw the hips forward. The chance. Okay, I'll assume your breath is up now. So now we need to put that control in, okay? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Breathe normally. And again, inhale for count of 4. So, hold. Exhale. Hold. And breathe. That's it for today. Later, taters. Waiting for all. I didn't go. Why didn't that go?